Okay, the Republicans have once again screwed the people of North Carolina. Yesterday, there was a deal cut, quote unquote, in order to repeal that North Carolina law that was passed with a supermajority of Republicans, HB2. It's named the bathroom bill, but that is not all it pertains to. There's a lot of stuff that they stuck in that bill, i.e. not being able to raise the minimum wage, stopping people from being able to sue for various forms of discrimination. There was a lot of other stuff in that bill that a lot of people may or may not have been aware of. But because they put this women's or person's safety at the forefront of this bill, that's where they were able to basically get it through the legislature. But the people of North Carolina overwhelmingly did not want this bill to be passed, and they wanted it repealed. North Carolina has lost a ton of money as far as companies coming in and locating operations there, expanding there, sports events taking place there, concerts taking place there. But apparently these Republicans don't really give a shit about the economic health of the state of North Carolina. They are more tuned into limiting people's rights. Anyway, I'm filibustering here. Here's what went down after, quote unquote, they thought that they had a deal, and the city of Charlotte fulfilled their portion of the deal by repealing their anti-discrimination legislation for the city of Charlotte. Then the state legislature nixed their portion of it. Fortunately, Charlotte put a time frame on that repeal going into effect till the end of this month, giving the legislature a chance to repeal HB2. If that's not done, then the North Carolina repeal of their anti-discrimination legislation is does not go into effect.
Warning, there is no end in sight for North Carolina's costly and controversial bathroom bill. Protesters reacted after state lawmakers failed to reach a deal to repeal the law in yesterday's special session. The law limits LGBT rights and requires people to use public restrooms that match the sex listed on birth certificates. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is live in Raleigh. Gabe, it appeared legislators were going to overturn this. So what happened here?
Hi, Stephanie. Good morning. Well, state leaders, including the governor-elect, thought there was a deal to repeal that controversial bathroom bill, but as you just saw, it fell apart. Lawmakers leaving for the night just after 7:30 last night. And basically, here's what happened. Democrats are blaming Republicans. Republicans are blaming Democrats. And this all goes back to that non-discrimination ordinance that Charlotte had signed earlier this year that prompted House Bill 2, also known as the bathroom bill. The Charlotte City Council yesterday voted to repeal that entirely, but some Republicans here at the State House didn't think they did that fast enough. When lawmakers came here to repeal HB2, they said they didn't trust what some of the Democrats were doing, and so this deal started to fall apart. Democrats wouldn't go along with a compromise that Republicans proposed, a 6-month moratorium on other non-discrimination ordinances being enacted throughout the state. So in the end, this deal to repeal HB2, which many people have said has cost the state of North Carolina millions of dollars in lost revenue, that deal just fell apart. And now the state legislature is not expected to meet again until January 11th, Stephanie.
Thank you so much, Gabe Gutierrez.
So, translation, the Republicans were looking for any excuse under the sun so as not to repeal HB2. They made something up. Then they threw in a killer, which, translation, they wanted a compromise stating that no city or municipality in the state could create anti-discrimination legislation for 6 months. What exactly does that tell you about these Republicans? Okay. Well, when the Democrats wouldn't go along with that, then that gave them all they needed to balk at repealing HB2. These motherfuckers need to be voted out of office. It's plain and simple. They need to be voted out. And hopefully what's going to happen when they have to redraw the district lines and have new elections, a whole bunch of these people will be looking for employment elsewhere.